I just wanted to introduce you to one of our EAP clients who has been with us since we opened. Susan, she's an owner of a Boston Terrier named Harely. And Susan spent a lot of time here at the store with us. Hi Susan, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Very happy to be here.
She's one of our family, I would call her. So I wanted to talk a little bit about Harely, her dog. When I first met Susan, Harely had all sorts of skin problems and issues with biting on his paws. He also had a lot of spots on his skin and was struggling a lot generally with diet and just feeling healthy. Can you just tell us a little bit about what your experience with Harely was before you came to EAP?
Yes, Harely, as Tish said, is a Boston Terrier, and they do have a tendency to be sometimes a bit hyper. But Harely was overly hyper. He was constantly chewing at his feet, chewing at his legs, and he was quite erratic as a dog. And when we took him to the vet, they told us that he had mites. So they pumped him for basically 6 months of antibiotics. He had to get shots, I think every 3 weeks of a very strong kind of, I guess, mite killer. I'm not sure exactly what it was. And there was really no change. And if anything, his behavior was becoming even more erratic.
So when I met Harely, straight away I could see that he was having issues that really presented themselves as actually responses to an allergic reaction to what I would call food. So what we did was we decided that we would give it a try and change his food and do an elimination diet and work out what was causing the problem. So what we decided to do was start with a decent kibble and also avoid chicken.
Because he was eating mostly chicken. I was taking chicken, I was buying it at the grocery store, we were cutting up, we were cooking it, and that was, predominantly his main source of protein.
The other thing too is he was also full of crap in his system, like poisons and antibiotics and whatnot. So his immunity was so low that he was presenting with sort of symptoms of mange as well as a result of that.
And also he was very aggressive towards other animals, even towards people. And
what food was he on before as well? Was he on a dry food?
He was on he was on Royal Canine, and sadly that was what has been recommended by most people here in Phnom Penh, vets alike, other doggy stores, doggy shops. They kept saying this is by far the best food. And we may have noticed a little difference, but it certainly did not affect it was not helping his behavior. And that for me was very upsetting, because dogs should be social and should be having fun. And he just wasn't. He wasn't having fun. And Boston Terriers, the whole point of them is, they're playful animals.
And when you have an irritated skin and you feel so terrible, I'm not surprised that his behavior was like that. So we changed it up, and I would say even within 3 weeks we saw a significant improvement to his skin. We saw
his ears were cleaner. Definitely his paws. He wasn't chewing them anymore. And we started out with, I believe it was Pinnacle, was the first thing that we started with. And I mean, we noticed a significant difference within about 3 weeks to a month.
Yeah, so that's when the dog's body's detoxing and get rid of all of the stuff that's built up in their system, all the allergens and things that are causing the problems. So over that 3 weeks, we saw Harley's skin start to heal. We saw the improvement. I know that you were also using coconut oil and apple cider vinegar to combat the irritation and soothe his skin. And really, since then, it's been a consistent improvement by continually using different things to help him recover and to help him get healthy.
Absolutely. I mean, he's gone from 0, to 100. And I think also what I've learned coming here to Edgar Allan Poe and speaking with Tish, I mean, for me, Tish has really educated me about dog care, and I do feel like I'm a much better pet owner, and I understand the needs of a dog much more. And I mean, my dog he's so happy now. He loves other dogs. He loves taking a bath with coconut. He has a coconut bar, which Tish sells here, and Tish's advice about apple cider vinegar, which helps him with the ticks, because there's so many ticks here. I kind of feel like I've been awakened to to being a great pet owner. And I enjoy so much more, my dog and being a pet owner.
He's happy now, right?
Yeah,
So
he's so happy.
Yeah,
He comes here, he loves being here, and he socializes with all dogs. All dogs.
I think the key message here is that you need to look at the holistic care of your dog. So taking them to the vet when they have irritated skin is not always the answer, because the vets are generally going to go straight to medication. So you need to look at their diet, you need to look at what could potentially be bothering them with their skin, and looking at their holistic health and ways that you can improve it. So I think that's my biggest thing here, is that it tends to be the first jump is to medication. So let's try to avoid that and focus on getting them healthy all over and looking at natural solutions that don't cause them any pain or any harm. So yeah, thank you very much for having a chat with us, Susan.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Susan's actually leaving the country soon, so we'd like to wish you good luck from Edgar Allan Poe.
Thank you.
And I'm sure we'll see them in the UK.
Oh, absolutely. I wanted Edgar Allan Poe in the UK. There's nothing like it, really, anywhere. So, yes.
Okay, thank you very much for watching our video today.
Thank you.